What is going on, everybody? Man-to-man football here. Again, always talk about these Dallas Cowboys. You already know it. Today we are talking about, as of right now in the NFL, we're going into Week 9. The Dallas Cowboys hold the number 3 pick, and if we should keep on keeping on with that trend. All right, guys, jumping right into it as always. As of right now, going into Week 9, the Dallas Cowboys hold the number 3 pick in the NFL draft, which at this point, from what we've seen, is not a bad thing. My question to you guys, and my boy Dylan right there, give me a wave, Dylan, give me a wave. Come on, hey, beautiful, beautiful. Is do we keep trying to tank and hold on to this number 3 pick? I believe the Jags are ahead of us, and obviously the Jets. The Jets are really bad. But the Jets have Sam Darnold. They don't have Garrett Gilbert or Andy Dalton, who have been okay. But do we keep on trying to keep this number 3 pick? And do we try to tank for a possible Trevor Lawrence, a shot at Trevor Lawrence? If the Jets win a couple games, we may have a chance or a shot at 1 or 2. If the Jags win 1 or 2 games, which I actually think they will, they didn't have Gardner Minshew this week. I think we can have a shot at 1 or 2, possibly. We're already holding down 3. We continue to progress and look the way we have been prior to this past week. We will have a shot at 1 or 2. And do we take a shot at going to get the best quarterback prospect right now in the NFL? Or coming out of the draft, since what most people are talking, Andrew Luck. Do we try to go get Trevor Lawrence? 2 and 3, I don't really like 2 and 3 because we have a lot of picks there. We need a lot. But Dylan, what do you think this team should do, and do you think we actually have a chance at getting 1 or 2?
I would say you don't have a chance of getting number 1 unless you were to trade for it. I think the only reason the Jets have kept Adam Gase at this point is so that they go 0-16 and they make sure that they get Trevor Lawrence. I could definitely see the Jags winning some games. You know, based on the previous conversations we've had, I'm now afraid the Cowboys might win a couple games, with Garrett Gilbert and stuff and how they played this weekend versus the Steelers. So I think the Cowboys are in a really good spot, though, to draft a impact player or a future quarterback, whichever one it is. When you're in that top 5, the sky's the limit, really. So whatever decision they decide to make as far as do we stick with Dak or do we take a future quarterback, a Justin Fields. There's a couple of Trey Lance. There's a quarterback at BYU. We'll see how the draft shakes out. We'll see how the positions shake out. But regardless, the Cowboys are in a great spot for the future for going in the next season.
Yeah. I really think, as of right now, there's already mock drafts coming out for the Dallas Cowboys. We're at that point in the season where the Cowboys are like, or Cowboys fans are like, hey, guys, it's time to start thinking about the future, which is I'm okay with at this point. I'm perfectly okay with tanking and getting the top 3 pick. A lot of people have rejected us to take a tackle named Penei Sewell. He's out of Oregon. He's supposed to be the best tackle coming out the draft. I hate that pick for some reason. People think people are assuming that Tyron Smith isn't going to be the person he is because he's coming out of having neck surgery next season. But we have Tyron Smith back next season. We'll have Lyle Collins back, which are 2 gigantic holes we've seen already. This offensive line is okay. We need help defensively.
Let me ask you real quick. So if that guy, I've never heard his name before. I don't know anything about him.
All right.
If that guy was a Quentin Nelson level of impact player and could play left guard in the case that Tyron Smith comes back, would you consider that in building the wall for the Cowboys again?
Only do we draft him is if he is Quentin Nelson level talent. He has to be that level talent. Because Quentin Nelson, we talked about it when he came out of the draft, he was hands down easily a top 5 pick. I personally believe you don't see offensive linemen do what he does and still continues to do at the NFL level. He was destroying people at the college level, and he's mauling people left and right at the NFL level. So the guy would have to be ridiculously good. And honestly, haven't really seen too many highlights of him at this point coming down to the season. College right now is kind of in disarray, so you can't really get as much product and highlights as you probably normally get because things have kind of got thrown off. But only and only if he's that level of talent do we draft him personally. I've talked about it for 2 years because I've hated Jeff Heath for 2 years. We need a safety, and I am perfectly okay with maybe trading down to like a 9 or a 10 and getting a couple extra more picks because people are willing to trade for those. People that really, really need quarterbacks. At this point going in the draft, I'm assuming we're signing Dak. So I don't think Justin Fields is an option. I don't think a Trevor Lawrence is an option unless we dip from Dak, which I really don't think is happening at this point. We're too sentimental about our players as a Dallas Cowboy. Jerry Jones loves his players. We're not going to drop Dak. He said it before, and he's going to say it again at the end of the season. We're going to sign Dak within that 2-week window. He's got to sign, or we're going to franchise tag him and just pay him again. We're going to keep Dak for a long time. So at the 3 spot, if where we sit right now, I think we either trade down or we draft the absolute best defensive player coming out of the draft. Whether that is Micah Pearson, who's a linebacker, I don't even care at that point. Just defensively in general, we are struggling because we've got to replace Sean Lee. Sean Lee's getting really old. He's already banged up, and he's been back for 1 week. So I really think the Cowboys need to draft defensively early. And we can trade down and get a 1 and a 2 and draft safety and draft corner. Or if there is a Chase Young-esque or a TJ Watt-esque pass rusher out there, we go get them with 3 or 9 or 8 or 10 because people are going to be wanting them quarterbacks. People are willing to trade up to 2 or 3 to go get them too. I really think we go defense and we go heavy defense in this draft. This defense is rough looking. We can't necessarily cut D-Law as much as I really kind of want to at this point. There's so much dead cap space on his contract, it would not be worth it for the Cowboys. It's like $44 million. So the Cowboys are in an interesting spot, guys. I'm very interested to know what you guys think. Comment down below. That's one of my biggest things. I would really appreciate it if y'all comment down below and let us know what you think. Dylan, do you think the Dallas Cowboys will draft a quarterback? Because I personally don't.
Do I think they should? Yes. Do I think they will? I think you hit it on the head when we talk about the sentimental of the Dallas Cowboys, right? It doesn't necessarily matter even, where guys are. They super overpaid on Amari Cooper. They've always made sure to keep their guys. And Dak is obviously one of their guys. And everybody loves Dak, so I'm sure they're gonna break the bank for him. I don't think it's worth it, me personally. I would love to see a Justin Fields. It would be a miracle if y'all got Trevor Lawrence. But that's just me. I like what you said too about getting a defender, getting a pass rusher, getting a, when you're really, really high in the draft right there, that's where those elite edge guys go. And, man, to get a true impact player on a defense, that would help your run game and help your coverage, that would be awesome for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I completely think that. That is my personal opinion. I'm kind of glad you think that. The only way I think we draft a quarterback is if we go Trevor Lawrence. And that's the only way. And, we're not going to give the entire house and the next year's house and next year's house after that to go get number 1 with the number 2 or 3 pick. So unless for some reason we get one, I really think we stick with 3 or 2 or 4 at this point and either trade down if we think it's possible to get a superstar elite pass rusher or a superstar safety or something of that nature. But other than that, guys, I really don't think it's worth it. So, guys, let us know what you think. Let me know what you think. Personally, I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. You already know that by now if you watch Man-to-Man Football. Guys, like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think the Cowboys should go and try to get a Trevor Lawrence. I already know at this point in my heart we're going to sign Dak. But let me know if you think that. Man. I think we go full defense. But, guys, thank y'all for watching. We appreciate it all. Guys, click somewhere right here. I think, what do they do? Is this how they do it? Click somewhere right here. Follow my other videos. Like, subscribe to Dylan's other videos. They're gonna be around here somewhere. Just find them.
Be on the screen somewhere.
Look, that's a perfect one right there.
Right now, it'll be somewhere.
All right, guys. Peace.